And hello, chat. How are you this evening? Hi. So nice to see you all here. Vic, I think it's hilarious that you were in chat tonight. I got the story
F me.
backstage.
Jeff's like, I'm not ready for this.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, for all of you that were watching last week, and especially those that have just been with us right along, oh my goodness. It's been a long journey for Caelynn. A very long journey. Geez, if we go back to the beginning, that bright-eyed adventurer looking, heading out from everything she knew to find out who she really was and what she could be in the world, stealing gems out of poisonous traps a few times in a row. Uh, all the way through so very much sacrificing herself effectively for Ayler and the world in hopes of taking his place and maybe being able to combat some of Ythazz's plans and will. Finally, freed from Ythazz through the great many works that the rest of the party has done over the past 3.5 months, I think, both in game and out of game, like real time. It's been a while to get back to Caelynn and to do everything the party needed to do. Is quite a bit, helping it go much smoother in the battle at the end. Now everyone is in this clearing, in this swampy-ish area, surrounded by some old trees, some petrified, others barely alive, clinging to life. There's a clearing with a two-tiered circular platform for this ritual. The party learned what they needed to do, managed it super well, offered up a bunch of very heart-wrenching things to bring her back. They destroyed the wooden animated replica of Caelynn, thereby freeing her. Um, and Mort stepped up at the end and sent Ythazz, still residing in Caelynn's actual body, frozen in time, to Pandemonium specifically, which was extra great. Thereby undoing the conflation of Caelynn that was Caelynn and Ythazz. Now they know Ythazz will return to this plane in 4 to 7 days in a Caelynn body, but not Caelynn's actual body. It'll just be a copy. Caelynn is back. We ended it right after we got Caelynn back. So many moving moments in that. Party members all around. Brewer down on a knee on the lower platform behind everybody. It's swampy, it's muggy, it's incredibly hot, maybe around 110, 115 degrees Fahrenheit down here. So it's extra, extra toasty hot compared to the winter air up above. With that, I feel like we'll jump back in to. I'm going to start with Caelynn and see what Caelynn wants to do, and then I guess we'll go from there.
Okay, so let me minimize Discord here. So we ended. So where was it last week? She had kind of come out of her thing, right? And then
Yeah, we had a roll as a Patreon exclusive to see what you would recall after, but otherwise, you're back,
right,
you're free, and now you know what you remember, what you don't from your time with Ythazz.
yeah. I mean, I'm sure that she's probably exhausted, but I think after recovering for a bit, she probably just ask them how they got there and get their journey from where they, from, wherever they came, from the keep to there. And yeah, and just kind of talk to them, I guess, as a group.
As you've all freed Caelynn, in the heat of this battle, Ythazz is bamped. Things finally, for just a few moments, begin to calm down. You can not quite relax yet, but it feels like things are okay. Caelynn has returned, and she turns and asks, "How did you all get here?"
We were a combination of things, I guess. Shuffle trot and the college. Oh, and most importantly, Fenhold somehow located where this was going to be taking place, somewhere in this area. So you have pretty much him to thank for pinpointing the location.
You'll see her kind of look over at him and then look back to the group of you. That's quite the journey. I said thank you. If I have, thank you again.
What are you doing here?
It's been a lot's happened, and just really glad to see all of you.
Perhaps, though, we could be somewhere other than a swamp soon.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we can get going. What so you broke the figurine, or the wooden part of me. Do I remember that, Dan, or was that something?
Let me do a check.
Probably not, because that's a completely different, like, that just takes on my personality, right? It's not like an extension
Sort of.
me.
There's a potential. Well, it sort of was, but
Okay.
you don't recall. It was the roll I checked.
Okay.
Just to see.
So how did you do this? How?
It was we had to go through a thing called the Wildwood Thicket. It was a 4.5-week journey. And the ritual, we went to the college at Xanbora and studied with some of their mages who specialized in these rituals. And we narrowed it down to 3 possible rituals, and we got prepared for it. And then when we knew the time was approaching, we made the journey through the thicket. Came down. There's a huge canyon that we had to traverse down. It wasn't, well, I was going to say it wasn't easy, but it, compared to what you've been through, it was nothing.
Oh. It was definitely something.
You must
So
be exhausted, Caelynn. Do you need rest?
it's nothing that I can't catch when we get somewhere safer, probably.
Speaking of safer, if you happen to see a golem, let us know, okay?
You remember the golem, Caelynn, for what it's worth, as you were Ythazz. Easily dispatched it.
she'll just kind of nod over to the side where you'll see the golem. You said it was kind of like just annihilated, right, Dan?
Yeah,
Just destroyed.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's already taken care of.
Yeah, just another occasion of us maybe touching things we shouldn't have.
Well, you made it here. That's what's important. So, I don't really know. Do I have any idea, Dan, of what would happen after this with as far as Ythazz is concerned? Like what?
No.
Okay. So make sure. I wish I had some information to give you, but I don't. I either don't remember it or he didn't make me aware of it.
You do recall, just to give you, in case you want to say anything, you do recall that he performed a ritual on that tower out above the ocean, but you don't remember the details? That's probably the only thing super pertinent that you remember.
Okay. He did perform a ritual on the tower at the ocean. Do I know that as to be where the blood, the tear, the one drop is?
Definitely. And I guess technically you know that he went to Black Rock Landing. You at least remember that you went there. You just don't remember all the details for that.
Do I remember the visit with someone?
I've got to go look up and see which visit. And I'll let you.
I mean, I think in your message to me, you said I remembered everything except the Black Rock incident. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I know that I do remember. I won't go into details, but we did go and visit the Baron, but I wasn't really aware of why or what that had anything to do with anything.
Emil shivers.
He seemed like he was expecting me, but not expecting me. I don't. Yeah. And then there was something at Black Rock that I just don't. I don't remember anything about.
You do find your gaze drifting over to Brewer as you say that, but you're unsure why.
You remember Black Rock Landing, right? To kind of ask the group of you.
Remember around?
I said I wish I knew. She probably. She'll look over to Brewer, vaguely knowing that he's been like around Dan, you know.
Okay.
Do you remember anything, Brewer, about what was done at Black Rock?
He turns in a very was a jerking motion to his head, and as he turns, you can see that all that divine energy on top of everything, the damage he's taken over the past few months, really taken its toll. With the bottom portion of his jaw is missing a good chunk, and it seems to be jammed up. You can hear him try and speak, but some damage to his throat seems to be giving it like a dead battery Teddy Ruxpin kind of sound to it.
Oh, shit. She'll go over to him, probably like half staggering like herself, since she's probably not, tired and weak. She'll go over to Brewer, and is he like sitting on the ground, Dan, or
he's
standing?
Still on one knee.
Okay.
One hand, left hand up on his left knee that's up, and the other hand just palm down and just kind of staring down. Well, he was staring down. He turned over to look at you, but he seems fairly unsteady.
Folks, can we give these two a minute? Emil will move off a little bit.
Yeah. Actually, Mort will go and check around. Does Mort sense anything like at Arcana that there's any remnants of anything left in the area?
Go ahead and make an Arcana check. Yeah, we'll see what you find.
Okay. $23.
Okay. I'm going to. I'll message you a couple things, but effectively the big things are some of these spell components. The bigger ones, that diamond is still resonating with some energy. The jade circlet, and otherwise, yeah, the magic is still in the area, but nothing potent. Like there's some danger present. It's just a lot of magic here still.
Vanya's gonna move away.
Yeah, and Mort will, move away as well.
All right, everyone kind of clears Caelynn as you head over to Brewer.
She'll just go and kneel by him. How did you're so damaged?
You hear him trying to say something, but it's not
Uh,
intelligible.
she'll look in her bag. Dan, is everything still there?
Yeah, I don't think anything's been removed.
Okay. Can she? I would say she probably tried to use her skill in tinkering and artificing to try and do some kind of quick fix if she can. I know she has some kind of metal that I saw in her inventory. Let's see, that's the wrong one. Yeah, and I'm sure that she has some kind of like just random crap in there too from like pilfering before, but she has a coronite in there. But yeah, she would just try to, if she can, to attempt to fix something to at least where he can speak.
All right, go ahead and do an intelligence-based artificing check if you would,
Okay.
to see if you can identify what might be needed.
Operating with an eye patch is like more difficult than it seems. My depth perception is completely gone.
Nice. I'll just yeah.
Ooh, lovely. Well, that's a natural 20, which makes it up to 33.
Damn. Okay, I'm not even gonna have you do dex roll then. I feel like you find enough to patch him up, but it's good enough to get like a word here and there until he gets like proper repairs.
Okay. All right.
So you first word, Sarah.
Okay. She'll pat his shoulder and just it's okay. Can you stand at least, or you gonna just do you need a rest here?
You hear like rotors spinning and other things gearing up to try and stand up, and he presses down on that knee and stands up into like a slump, kind of falters a time or two before standing in an unsteady stance.
She's going to call over to Mort. Mort, do you still have the carpet?
Yes.
Oh, good. Could we put Brewer on it? I don't.
No
I'm
problem.
not sure that.
Certainly.
Thank you.
I'll unfurl it and let Fenhold get on the carpet.
He takes a step. It's just flat on the ground, right? Not activated yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
he
she'll Caelynn will help him too, as much as she can. I know that there's a huge height difference, but
Thanks, I got you, boo. So he takes a few steps and falters down onto a knee and catches himself face planting with a hand to the ground, to the carpet.
Yeah, and I'll let Caelynn activate the carpet so she can stay with Fenhold on the carpet.
yeah, As you're over there, Mort, she'll kind of take you as like, I don't know. I don't know what happened to him.
We should find. Well, looks like he's been through a lot. I mean, we took the most expeditious route to get here. I don't know how he got here.
No,
How he found you.
He's been around for a while. I don't remember.
Don't worry. I mean, he can tell us when we patch him up. I'm sure there's a lot more to be told than what we've experienced.
She's going to hug you, Mort.
So Mort will certainly hug back. It's so good to see you again.
Thank you. Everything is everything okay with the group? Everyone?
Yes. Yes.
When did, and she'll kind of look over at Aaron, who I'm guessing is probably like with the rest. When did Aaron, I haven't seen him in forever.
Not too much shortly after that, or it's like Mort doesn't even want to say it, doesn't really want to acknowledge what happened, after, and he's been helping. He sought you out, so he's been a good companion, good ally. A little rough around the edges, but aren't we all?
I honestly didn't think I'd see him again. Thank you again, Mort.
Oh. Seeing you is thanks enough.
Mm-hmm.
So, do we know? I mean, are we just going back to where are we going after this?
I suppose we can all travel back to the keep. I would imagine. I guess we should let everybody at the college know and follow up, see what else they have found out in the meantime. I mean,
yeah. No, yeah. I do have. Do we have a place that we could? Is there any way that we can transportation or transportation circle there or teleport or?
Yeah. It shouldn't be. Between myself and Devanya, we can get the whole group back to the keep without too much trouble. And he's going to try to sense Arcana wise. Is this a safe place to teleport out of? Are we going to have issues? Kind of deal.
It's with your great Arcana roll from earlier. Excuse me. You find that it does seem like a safe place. But let me pause just in case, because this is a bit of a mystical area. Let me two things. One, as you and Caelynn are talking, Fenhold utters his next word. You're to Caelynn, Sarah. But what is everybody else doing here? Anyone doing anything else? As you see, like Caelynn guide Brewer over to the carpet, and she and Mort have a conversation. I guess Garrick, let me check in with you. Anything for you during this time? Oh my goodness. Sorry.
Garrick is probably. Am I muted, or can you hear me?
I can hear
don't
you.
See my. Okay, awesome. He's probably hanging around Oren just because the two new guys.
Oren, actually.
Oh.
Just kidding.
Well, Oren's probably very distracted. Probably just kind of like randomly like staring at Caelynn and just like not really sure probably like how to go and like talk to her. And but is of course giving her the space that
Mm.
Emil asked for them to do. Yeah, so he would just be kind of probably just standing around, honestly.
Okay.
Oren, are you okay?
Um yeah, yes, I just I haven't, this is the first time I've seen her since years.
Well, that means it goes both ways.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand that. He just stares again some more.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of emotion kind of kept under wraps right now, but let me know if you need anything. All right.
Will do, Garrick. Thank you. He'll kind of like give you a distracted wink as he goes back to looking.
Garrick walks away confused.
Nice. Okay. Amazing. All right. Let me check in. All right, they're not here. Devanya, since you're drinking. Ha ha ha, got you. No. Sorry. Anything for you as you're seeing all this? There, Caelynn's over with Mort. Garrick and Oren are the over near issue, but they're having their own conversation.
She's gone a bit away and is sitting cross-legged on the ground and is watching. She has her eyes fixated on Caelynn, non-creepy way, but she's really she has this kind of concerned look on her face with Brewer because of the whole radiant conception thing, and but she's not really doing anything. She's just kind of looking around over everything and just taking it all in the aftermath of the whole scenario, and just kind of, it takes like a big sigh of relief at all of it, and just she has a look of contentment on her face right now instead of like, I don't know, frustration.
Okay. All right.
Emil will actually just quickly drop in beside Devon, maybe tap her gently on the shoulder. And, are you okay? Like, bear in mind, Emil just saw something he completely did not understand. So that probably looked painful, but
Sorry, kiddos decided to pop up out of nowhere.
No worries.
not gonna ask about the radiant consumption, but Emil's definitely just gonna be like, are you okay?
Yeah, I even though I told Brewer what I was doing, he really does love her, huh?
And she him. All right, and Emil will step away if the conversation doesn't continue and give Devon your privacy.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So that's just Rain. What's cooking for Rain as all this unfolds?
Rain is just gonna like sit on the ground, like looking back and like looking at Caelynn, then looking away, just trying to figure out emotions.
What are emotions? That's like a personal inside joke with myself. I'm sorry. I'll share it with a group at some point. Sorry. Okay, so Rain, you're processing like, holy shabobbles. That's a lot. What am I feeling? Blueberry is going to just run tackle you, Caelynn, for a minute, like you're talking to Mort. That's not you hear a little
Aw.
pulse. Woo! Oh! He jumps up,
Caelynn will definitely hug Blueberry.
gives you all the face
Aw.
licks. Just we saved you. I'm so happy you're back.
Thank you, Blueberry.
Mm,
It's good to see you.
I'm a good friend, but you're my best friend.
Oh, Caelynn would definitely like tear up at that and give Blueberry another hug before sitting him down.
Brewer utters another word. Just he's collapsed onto his back on this carpet, unable to hold himself up after that tumble. And he says this next word: strength. That's all.
Your strength. Okay. All right.
Gisera, your strength.
Okay. Put this puzzle together. I'm gonna figure this mystery out.
He seems struggling with all his might. Like probably something going wrong with the processing too. Like he's really focused on trying to.
If Caelynn sees him like trying to, so what is he struggling just to talk, right? Is
Just
it
to
just to talk?
Mm-hmm. To form the thought and to speak it.
He would probably definitely go over to the carpet and be like, Brewer, you don't have to try to speak. It's fine.
In a jagged manner, moves his hand up and kind of like
Oh.
puts it across your cheek and behind your head, or behind your ear under your jaw. But he recognizes how volatile his hand is, so he kind of like puts it down, tries to put it down. On your
She
shoulder.
would like put her hand like on his, so like as he's bringing it down, and just kind of just rest, okay?
He's still trying to say some more.
She would just kind of stand there and kind of hold his hand as, while he's struggling, I guess.
Guided me.
Oh God. She'll probably start tearing up. It's very hurtful for her to see him struggle like that. And she doesn't understand why. I know.
You actually hear
Shit.
some whirring down. You hear some whirring down. His arm starts to get a little bit limp. as
Okay.
he's
She
sort of
would she would place his hand like on his chest and like just leave him peacefully be.
still a
She's just
soft
yelling
glow to
again.
his heart crystal.
Okay, good.
Yeah. But just weak.
She'd probably for a moment like be like, oh no, and then be like, oh, okay, we're okay, we're fine. Okay. If anyone else has any, I mean, I didn't. Sorry.
That's it for Brewer. He's out. So I guess
Okay.
I feel like I know Sam's not here, so I'll give her a little bit of time. But if we're getting ready to leave before she arrives, we'll say that Sham.
Aaron
Aaron will just
Sam
share.
goes and gives you a hug.
Oh, she comes over and she just shams. Yeah, she shares her sentiments with you about being reunited. I'll let her specify later.
Sure. Okay. Okay. Well, she probably doesn't. I mean, if she wasn't aware about the wooden figurine, she probably doesn't know what Devanya did either, right?
Oh, right. Yeah. She wouldn't
Okay.
know.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, you know what? Roll a D100. I made my roll to see like the connection while you your spirit part effectively.
Oh God,
that
I'm gonna roll
doll, so-
badly. Watch.
Oops. Bingo.
Yeah, I was
Oh.
gonna say. Well, Sam's coming in.
Nice.
661.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me roll it.
Aw,
Same.
69.
Oh,
Not
I know,
69.
son of a bitch. You're not getting it. You're close, but not quite
They had
there.
perfect timing.
Oh, okay, 63. So in that case,
The characters.
you have a very vague recollection of
Okay.
pleading with them to trust you, and yeah, I'm gonna say that you do recall. It's a bit misty, but you recall what each of them did while you were in the doll form.
Okay.
You just don't
All right.
recall the pain and suffering of being burned alive.
Sure.
Jesus Christ,
That's
Daniel.
great.
I'm
Thank
saying
you.
she doesn't. I'm just
Thank you
just
for giving me that,
clarifying.
Dan. Thank
You're
you for
welcome.
giving me
You've been
that.
through enough.
That is
I appreciate that. I appreciate
pretty
it.
merciful, but
She would probably definitely where is Emil right now?
I don't know where he went off to. He stepped
Yeah,
away from
probably
Devania.
just standing on his own at the edge of the clearing.
She would go over to Emil. So she
Seeing
would,
her come, he's gonna take the cricket out and offer it to her, or even a word is said.
thank you.
Or Mia sends her regards.
I thought I recognized it. She'll kind of like wrap it in something and, you know, put it in her bag in a fairly safe spot, nestled in, and look back at you, Emil. How are you, friend?
Getting better.
Good.
How are you?
You know, a lot has happened, but I mean, you know, there's a lot to recover from, but I feel better. Honestly.
Emil's gonna, with all the awkwardness that in the long history of Emil and Caelynn, offer her like a super awkward hug.
Okay. Caelynn will return the awkward hug. I'm glad to see you.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I'm glad to see you. Let's see if we can get Mortar somebody to get us home, okay?
Yes. Yeah. She'll kind of give you a pat on the shoulder and head on over to.
Before you go,
Yes.
your brother arrived a day or two after you disappeared, and I might have punched him in the face.
Caelynn will honestly probably like with a little bit of a pain in her like side, kind of like chuckle. Johnson, you probably haven't seen even in a while, even before she, you know, was taken over. So, well, I'm sure if he didn't deserve it, then he deserved it some other time. It's no problem.
Oh, I wasn't exactly apologizing, but fair enough.
She'll chuckle again. Has he been okay?
It took a few days, but yeah, he has been.
Okay. Thank you for
punching him. You're welcome.
Sure, Mill. And she'll walk off with a smile on her face. And she'd probably go over to Devanya. And I'll say sometime within this, Dan, she would probably have like a small conversation with Aaron as well. I don't really feel like you know, having a conversation with myself. So actually, for those here and for those watching, I'm going to be putting that this weekend, maybe even tomorrow, into the offline, into Discord, the offline channels, their conversation. So
okay.
That way you can still get a feel for it. I should go over to Devanya. Thank you.
She'll immediately stand up and you're welcome. And I apologize that part of the damage to Brewer might have been my fault.
Yeah.
He didn't want to move.
Typical.
Hmm.
But can I hug you?
She'll slide her mask down and like just have like the biggest shit-eating grin on her face. She's like, yes.
Caelynn would go and hug Devanya then.
She's like squeeing on the inside.
And I would say, knowing some of the stuff that she's went through before, how are you okay?
Yeah. I don't think any of us are here to really ask you 20 questions. I'm just glad that you're okay.
Honestly, same. I'm not sure that a day went by, but all the days that I could think for myself that I didn't think about each one of you. No, we can catch up later.
Of course.
And she would, yeah, I would say that she'd probably, we'll go ahead and just do this. She'd go over to Rain. Rain?
Haha.
Hi.
Hi. Before you get into your speech, Dan, how bad does Caelynn look to Rain?
Damage wise, so she looks exhausted. However, she doesn't seem to have any apparent damage.
Okay, well that will indicate that. Trying to find a spell. Go ahead, Steph. Sorry.
I'm glad to see you here, Rain.
Rain just gives a nod.
Are you okay?
Rain does. I don't know how to feel right now.
Okay. Is there anything that I can do to help that?
That's the part I'm trying to figure it out.
You know, I'm not sure that I ever apologized for the Shatterkai thing. And if that's true, and I could have, and I'm just not remembering it, but I'm sorry if that caused you any pain. I wish I could say that it wasn't me, but at the time it was me, if that makes sense.
It does. And you can just see it, just like tears just coming down Rain's face.
She'll probably take a step toward you and then stop and can I hug you?
Seeing what Caelynn's doing, she goes in for the hug.
Okay.
Without even Caelynn having to ask.
Oh. So. And
then that's when.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just then range just both or so crying.
As Caelynn pulls away, she'll look at you, Rain, and you are beautiful. You always have been,
see it.
though.
You just see a smile across Rain's face.
Hmm.
She'll kind of put a hand on your, kind of like a pat on your cheek, a gentle pat on your cheek, and probably just kind of go to the next, leave you be. But if she walks over to you, Aaron, she'd probably smile.
Hmm.
How are you? And she'll probably just go straight to you for a hug, Aaron.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, like you start talking, she just grabs you in. You look about as tired as I felt a few weeks ago.
What happened a few weeks ago?
Nothing to worry about.
Ixnay on the
Devon in the background
on the
going,
dead A.
She's like, yeah, it's nothing you need to worry about.
Like teenagers covering up a party from their parents.
Yeah, we totally
Beautiful.
took care of it.
Okay. Well, you're all here, so
Yep, we're all here. We're all alive. We're all in one piece. You're here. You're in one piece.
I just walk up to Erin and just nudge her on the shoulder and just walk away so Caelynn and her can have her moment. Just like nudging, like doesn't need to know about that.
She's trying real hard.
Well. Are you doing okay?
I mean, I'm better now.
Of course. Have you... So I see that Galathor isn't with you.
Her smile will almost completely vanish. Yeah, he had some stuff to do, so he sent a friend. And he's been great. He's hilarious and very smart, and he has a mechanical ostrich. Ostrich? I think it's an ostrich. It's pretty funny and really cool. And it wears... No, it's a llama! It's a llama, and it wears a sweater.
That sounds fascinating. Well,
I'm just glad you're back.
I'm glad to be back.
We'll have some donuts when we get home.
Of course we will. And she'd definitely go over to Garrick and kind of like stick out her hand.
I don't believe we've met. Garrick's the name.
Garrick, it's good to meet you, and she'll give you a very firm handshake. Well, probably not so firm because she's probably tired, but yeah. Thank you for helping them. I appreciate it.
I'm not sure how much I did, actually, but glad you're okay.
Thank you.
Galathor says good things about you, so...
Well, that's a compliment indeed. Well, I'm glad to have you here. And you'll be sticking around for a bit, or?
Remains to be seen.
Okay.
At least for a little while, though.
I'm sure you helped more than you realized. And I think that's it, Dan. I think she went out and started to talk to more. Yeah. Yeah, so.
Okay. All right. Mort, with the Arcana check, it's enough to warrant an investigation check because This magic feels fairly ubiquitous, but you can kind of pinpoint a few things like that diamond worth 25,000 gold pieces and the jade circlet. But there's also some other things, minor components that are throwing off some magical energy. But go ahead and make an investigation check, see if you can pinpoint anything in particular.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was so close.
That really was like, oh,
It's so funny.
Nice.
28 for those of you watching at home.
Beautiful. Here are 3 items with a 28 that you come across that are a little bit outside of, tucked away under the brush. Well, 2 that you find tucked under the brush. On your way over to that, something happens. So you sense some powerful magic from the bushes. You head on. Are you heading over there to like investigate?
Yes, and I'll alert the others that that's what I'm doing.
Okay. You all see Mort turn, step down onto the lower tier of this circle, and then off of that. And Mort, you make a quick dexterity saving throw if you would.
Sure.
Oh gosh.
I was gonna say, can I follow after Mort so we can continue with the buddy system just in case?
Absolutely, yeah. You see him kind of trip.
Do I need to make one too?
Not yet.
Okay.
16. That's fine. You trip on something. That's all. You trip, and when you look down, there's nothing there. But you feel something like almost draped over your foot and pressing up against your leg. Something light, something like a cloth-like material.
I'll stop and investigate it, see what it is.
Okay.
I'll back up a little and I'll point it out to the others like there's something here, I just can't.
It's magical for sure. You definitely, one of the things that it starts to ping and you're like, oh wait, this was included.
Galithor can cast See Invisibility. Or Garrick can cast See Invisibility.
Too bad he's not yet. Nice.
Oh yeah.
So, as if putting the knife in wasn't enough, we're just gonna twist it a little bit more.
Nice. Do you want to do that, Garrick, as you hear Mort exclaim?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. You cast that and you see this cloak that's kind of draped over Mort's foot and caught up around his leg a little bit.
It looks like an invisible cloak.
All right. So I'll sort of like, hearing that, I will pull out my lantern, which I should have done in the first place.
Yes, the lantern.
Take a. It's. I guess with the lantern, I'll see the cloak, and I'll pick it up.
Okay.
And gather it up, and I guess put it in my pack for later.
Sounds good. You continue heading over to the shrubs.
Yes.
All right. You head over to the shrubs, and it looks like you see part of like almost like a wooden chest. A bit rugged in its design and not particularly ornate or anything, but it's under some of the shrubs. Do you want to dig it out, or what would you like to do?
I would probably we'll ask Emil to come take a look just to make sure that nothing's nefarious is waiting for us with trapwise or anything like that on the chest.
Sure. Emil will be curious and come over and investigate, see what's going on.
Nice. Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation. Oh, beautiful. Oh, that modifier, that was sweet. Okay, so you take a look. Not only do you see, you're checking for traps, but your roll is really good. So, no traps currently. Sorry, no arcane traps. You recognize an easily disarmable mechanical trap and a latch, locked latch on this chest. But let's see. You notice another item. I guess it's in here, wouldn't it be? No arcane magic. A fairly easy, again, mechanical trap to disarm. But the lock itself, while the box isn't fancy, it's very well built. And there's no traps on the lock except that minor mechanical one, but the lock itself looks like it'd probably take some time. You'd have to sit down with this for a little bit to unlock this particular locking mechanism. But you have Arcana proficiency, right, Emil?
Caelynn does.
Yes,
Oh,
Emil
nice.
does.
Now that everyone's attention is kind of like looking over here, anyone with Arcana, Emil in particular being so close, there's more than one magical items in this chest. And they're strong. But probably not something you can fool around with, I mean, here, it's up to you, of course, but you get the feeling it takes some time to sit down and really work on this lock to not break any of the tumblers or any of your tools. So it's kind of a project piece.
You guys would
Project
have
piece like 10 minutes or project piece like
a few
couple of
hours.
days?
Something, yeah, a few hours, probably 3 to 5 hours, somewhere around there, depending on rolls if you want to do it carefully. So it's light enough where someone can carry the chest if you're just looking to bamf and get the heck out of here. That it's portable.
Okay.
Well, it's a good thing we just got our strength character back.
Absolutely.
You head over there, Caelynn. You've got 5 points of exhaustion.
Yeah.
Just pop on top of her.
Yep.
Nice.
That means she can't even walk because her speed is 0.
I guess technically 4 then. She can stumble about. We'll say rule of cool. She can stumble about.
Yeah.
There's a couple of us who recently have gone through that.
I wonder
Yeah.
who.
Yeah. Oh, can we take it with us or?
Well, anybody who's carrying anything, yes, it will. The teleport and transportation circle will. If as long as you're carrying it, somebody's carrying it, it will go with us.
Okay. Well, let's take it with us then. I mean, it doesn't seem like that we can do this here. I mean, I don't really want to spend,
Understand.
a couple of days here.
I do not want to spend 3 hours sitting with my butt wet on a soggy marsh working on a lock.
I mean,
I like
that's the
lock
point.
picking, but not that much.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Yeah.
All right. Mort will scoop up the jade circlet and the diamond and put them in his backpack.
Nice. So that diamond is honking. It's going to take up most of your backpack. But there's room. It's not cut or refined at all. It's like this just huge ass. Yeah. But it's at least 25k gold pieces you're looking at, and the jade circlet tuck away as well. All right, you feel like that's pretty much everything of magical importance or monetary importance here. You hear some of the swampy creatures howl, growl, and otherwise as they there's some interest in this area. Whatever's been going on here, the dangerous energy has kind of dissipated, and now it's some walking food traversing the area.
Dan, the stone golem that was destroyed, was there any mechanical work in that or no? Was it just stone?
There was
I know that they're typically okay. I knew that they were typically just stone. I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Time to go.
I'm.
Everyone ready?
Ready.
Okay. Technically, there are 9 of us. Well, no, there's 10 of us, I think. I was trying to count up.
There's Oren's there as well. Yeah, so we've got the 8 here, plus Caelynn, which is 9, and then Callie, which is 10. Yep.
And Fenhold.
Shit. 11 people. What you gonna do? I think Savannah can hook you up.
Yeah, we just draw a circle, right? Because then we can just run through.
Oh, that's right. A circle, is you can walk through a circle. It's not limited to number of people.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're on the same plane, right?
Yes.
You are.
We're basically on the same, and we're on the same continent even.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, fingers crossed.
All right. Well, I'll motion to Devanya and let her suggest that she use transportation circle, since we just simply go through it instead of where a teleport is limited to a number of people.
Devanya, as
Alright.
Mort approaches, yeah, what do you want to do?
Sorry, I was just reading the spell.
That's okay.
You want me to use it? Where are we going?
Yeah, the circle for the keep.
Of course. And
Thank you.
she'll start going about the. Are we on grass or are we still in swampland?
It's swampland, but you're kind of up on this stone, circular platform currently. But there's dirt, or like muddy dirt around it, and outside of that, more swamp, marshy ground. But there's areas to draw up on this platform if you want.
Okay, because she's kind of concerned about the ground.
Yeah.
Like, everything's going to be in mush. We're going to end up in the 9 hells, guys. So, like, I am so sorry.
Nice.
I'm going to mess this up because this is going to be awful. She's going to start work on it immediately on the ground. And after a minute, it's going to start up. And okay. Did anybody pick up the box?
I think.
I'll grab it.
Okay.
Okay. Who wants to go first?
Then I'll just point to Caelynn and Brewer on the carpet. They go first.
Caelynn will take
Shut up, Dad.
Caelynn will kind of like stop and like take a look around, like just kind of look around the space before leaving.
Divina's gonna step aside so that everybody has space to go through. She wants to be the last one in.
Huh.
All right.
Next.
Okay.
It's a little conga.
More of an
Aaron-
orderly 9 here.
Aaron will
Single
go
file.
second to last, and just before walking through, she's just gonna kind of look around, just like one more quick glance to make sure nothing's like followed us here. So like I want to roll a perception to just see if there's anything.
Are we on the same wavelength?
Mhm.
Well, that's only a 10, so just glance around, just like, and look, glance at Devanya. That was too easy, and then go through.
Right before she goes through, real quick, she'll nod towards her in agreement. Yeah. She'll make
And
her own perception check, real quick.
It's the sorcerer wavelength.
I know, right? 21 in
Oh,
fantasy grounds.
Dan is gone.
Right.
Well, since Dan's not here, I'll take over as
What?
DM.
there you go.
So
Thank you, please.
21. You don't see anything.
Ythazz!
You think you see a ball of fire in the sky, and you think that's Ythazz probably coming back from the plane already magically.
It's like there's a
Gosh.
fireball
Don't
coming
even.
at me.
Don't even.
Steph, no.
We can't see the sun from where we are, though, right?
No, it's. I guess I don't know. Well, since the
I don't
ritual's
know.
interrupted, I guess it returns back to it's.
Oh, that's
nighttime.
right. I guess
Yes.
it's nighttime.
Yeah, nighttime with a.
Can't see much of anything.
Oh, you can still the whole area by itself. Sorry, that was really well done, Steph.
It's
That was
okay.
bravo.
Steph
Thank
just
you.
wrapped up the campaign for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone
Nicely,
fine.
too.
We can go home.
We
Time
can
to roll
roll.
for new characters.
How
That's
many years
awesome.
have we been playing this game? I think we're good at
You know where it's going. Yeah, at this point. There's still the swirling mists that are sort of infused almost. Well, rather, the light is diffused in the mist and fog that just hangs overhead. And that just illuminates different areas randomly as it kind of passes through, moves through. It gives an overall lighting, so it's not dim light at worst. But it's interesting, to say the least. But you rolled a 21 to do what? To just check around, make sure nothing's following or anything?
Yeah, see if there's anything else that kind of looks off or anything like that. And just gut feeling.
Yeah.
She's unsure and
Okay. Let me take a quick peek here. All right, you don't. You
mark that I made that spill.
That's correct. Nothing. But you feel very confident that there's nothing else aside from, some plant-based large creatures here. You've encountered like a large crocodile that's created from plants strictly and other things like that. But you see some in the distance, but nothing nearby. Looks good.
She'll let out a big sigh and just go through the teleportation circle.
Okay.
Better go to the right place, man.
Okay, you've ushered everyone through, all 12 of you, or whatever number we ended up on. Back to the keep. It is dark in this particular room.
Dan?
Yeah, what you got, Rain?
I think Rain would have made her own perception check, because after, thinking through her emotions, Rain would think that was too easy. Something's up, so...
It does seem too easy, doesn't it? Go ahead and make a perception check, if you would. I'm just kidding. You guys have done so much. You're really prepared for this. And you've been through enough. Like... you gotta win. You gotta win.
We're so skeptical. We're
I know. I feel so bad because that means I'm really
at this point.
I can't imagine why.
This is normal, right?
Oh, nice.
Dan?
Yeah, what'd you get?
I rolled an 18. 18.
Okay. Rain. Let's see. With an 18, is there anything that you spy with your undead seeing eyes? Let's see. No, I mean, gosh, do animals have spirits? We'll say yeah. So you see some spirits of animals that were maybe eaten before their time. But otherwise, the coast looks clear. Thank goodness.
Cool.
Right, you step through Devanya. This, just left you, and then you looked around. One last check. Bamfed on through. The cold in the keep is just this terrible nightmarish shock to you all. It's wintertime there. There's stone, and there is just no insulation in that area in particular. Despite being I think it's one level underground. It is just freezing compared to the 150 degree Fahrenheit, temperature you just escaped. It's dry. It is freezing, probably around, a little mid 20s Fahrenheit here. So it's really shocking the system.
Fireball. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, nice. So you step through, you can almost feel the cold from the floor through your shoes. But you're back in a familiar area. You can't really see that well down here as there aren't any torches and it's dark. But, it's a familiar scent of the keep, this lower area with the stone and some of that mildew that's built, a light coating of mustiness down here. You're home.
Been a bit since we came back.
Yeah, been a long time. Shouldn't have left you with that.
Been a while.
Left you with that adult beat to step two. Yeah, so you're back anyway. You've returned. What do you want
so
to do?
miserable and drafty in here. I'm gonna go get a fire started.
Oh, you're gonna go find some wood now, huh? Devanya just smirks behind her mask.
Oh, Arn would definitely even with his distractus, it'd be like, no. Yeah.
I think Garrick's been longing to take an axe to trees for a while now.
Longing for wood on Garrick.
Amazing.
Caelynn would probably shoot Arn a look, and Arn would be like,
gonna start cackling.
Awesome. So you're back home. You're still in Ephron here, but you're in the safety of room. You're protected by yourselves, of course, and your own strength. The fortitude, the defenses of the keep including Azalea and all of these treants and powerful druidic type entities that are. You finally have some peace now. If you wanted, you could probably breathe a sigh of relief.
I would say probably once Caelynn got up to the keep and out of like the teleportation circle area, like more to the familiar part of the keep, I'm sure she would probably for sure tear up and just kind of sit down somewhere. Actually, no, she probably wouldn't sit down. She would definitely, but she'd probably immediately have the take the carpet, have the carpet take Brewer up to the artificing room.
Okay.
And I mean, probably try to get like the carpet settled in there, like maybe let him rest, but like probably start to get tools out and stuff and try to make a plan of like how to fix him.
Yeah, the carpet's going to be needed for poor Brewer. You see,
or like what she needs to fix him.
Okay, as you're, going over Fenhold to assess. You see that some of this damage has definitely been over time, over those past 3 months for sure. I feel like you recall in the beginning, you would remember that he attempted to just free you from you, and there was a bit of a clash. I wonder if we wrote that. There was actually a battle that lasted a fair while between Ythazz and your body and Brewer.
I think so. I think that was one of the first things you sent me.
And
so I do remember that.
Okay, I feel like it was like a couple of days, like 2 or 3 days of battle. Because he's a Warforged and Ythazz is Ythazz. So he's like the worst opponent for Ythazz because he's anti-magic a bunch of stuff. But he lost, unfortunately, and then made his decisions from there. But so you see some of clear indications of your hammer striking different areas of Brewer and cascading that electrical energy over him. You see parts of his chest cavity that protect his Warforged heart, cracked and bashed in and even almost like pulled apart in areas. You see some chips worn out from his Warforged heart and the other damage that we saw earlier. You also see, oddly, make an investigation check. Let's see what you spy with your single eye. My thing tonight. Sorry. I've let everyone down.
Oh, shit.
You can do it with advantage because you've got plenty of time and you're just like, I feel like you care for Brewer and you're assessing. Especially.
Yeah,
that's just a straight roll.
Right, because you're all effed up.
Okay, well then it's a 1.
Damn, son. Okay.
Wait. Well, so the well, I mean, technically a 2, but it was or a 3, but it was a 1.
You were just so distraught by like the condition that Fenhold, then you don't really catch at this point. You don't really catch why. You see the things I mentioned because they're obvious, but the more minute details escape you because he's just in this power down mode, and as you're assessing and you're kind of checking, his chest and the face, and then like down his arm and his hand. Even though he's powered down, he like kind of tries to grasp your hand as you're, inspecting it and everything. Just tries to hold your hand for a minute. He's there. He's just powered down.
She's gonna just start probably crying.
There's a little oil tear. Yeah, there you see actual like little some sort of water-based tears dropping from his eyes too. Fenhold.
And probably, I mean, I would, after she's assessed that and she starts probably breaking down, she'd probably actually, I don't know, you said that he's, even though like he's powered down, he's still responding. Okay, all right.
Yes.
So she'd probably stand there and hold his hand for a moment, but then probably have to leave and like probably go into the next room, which I think is where her bedroom used to be, where Aaron is sleeping now, I think. Or no, Aaron's sleeping.
No, he's with Mort. Yeah, he's over in the red carpet room.
That's right. So she would go into her old room and just kind of just probably sit down in the bed and just start like just break down probably.
Oh my gosh. Did somebody leave a whittled out carving of Caelynn in Caelynn's room? Was that Devanya? Did somebody leave that in there? I feel like somebody left something of
Well,
Caelynn's.
Devanya made one for her, but she gave that to Caelynn.
Oh,
that
okay.
was before everything happened.
I don't think you got... Did you get your necklace? Did we leave your necklace in your room? Did I...
Was that beforehand? That was before the fight, I think. So maybe Caelynn hasn't.
I'll have to.
Yeah, I would have to look in my like item list that I have somewhere. Yeah. So she would be up there.
Okay.
And probably still she'd probably look for her journal under her bed, but then find out that it's missing because I think someone has it.
Nice, you're right. Everyone read it at the kitchen table.
And then probably
no. Rain put it back because
Rain put it back.
Yeah,
or she held on to it to give.
I remember
she was going to give it to.
Because I was going to take it back to my temple and read it, and then I got caught, and then I think Oren convinced me to put it back.
Okay. Well, then, she would probably find her journal and probably, while she's crying, just keep taking notes about what to do with Brewer as far as what she'll need and what she needs to do.
Okay. Let me bounce around a little bit. The Blueberry is going straight to his pillow in the kitchen. Pillow doggy bed in the kitchen. Ed, is Felix anywhere to be found, or is he still not there? Just not there, is what I meant.
It's kind of up to you, Dan. How long does it take to get back here by traditional means, like by boat and or overland travel?
I'm trying to remember exactly where he went to. Because you all have been away for what? That's 4 weeks, 6 weeks. Plus, so 6 weeks, but Felix was already gone because you were elsewhere. Would you mind shooting me a quick Facebook message? I just can't recall, and I may have had a more potent than I was expecting drink. I'm now having extra difficulty recalling things. Sorries. Let's see. Oh. Okay, let's see what. Oh, yeah. No. He would be back. Hang on.
Does that make sense? I don't remember.
Man's thinking.
It felt like there was a long trip,
right?
Yeah.
Let me do a quick scroll. I'm so sorry. You know what? Let me check in while I'm doing that. There, Blueberry's there. Aaronwyn, our good, fine Aaronwyn, our loving, zestful party member. What are you up to? You've returned home. What are you up to?
Oh, she's gonna go clean off the muck from the swamp, go take a long hot bath, and then go start baking some donuts.
Oh, not a good call. Okay. Excellent.
Because it's just been trail rations for like 3 months. She's like, Give me something sweet, something that isn't this anymore.
Yeah.
It's all dry and yeah. Mostly crunchy stuff for the past month
Are
and a
you
half.
saying Emil's create food and water every day wasn't sumptuous?
It was glorious.
Awesome. Okay, so oh my goodness, yeah. For everyone else in the keep, as the time progresses, you smell the delightful smell. Dough's being rolled out and portioned and everything else, and you smell the ingredients getting sorted for the different types of donuts, and then that oil smell for a bit, and before the delicious smell of the fried goods starts emanating throughout the keep.
Remind me, Dan, the ceremony that we interrupted happened when the moons were up, so it happened at night.
It did happen tonight. Now, the ceremony itself changed the appearance of the sky tonight anyway.
Okay.
But it did happen at night. You did arrive at like 8:30. So now it's probably maybe like 9:30, I'd say, after everything happened. Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Justice.
All right. Oh, wait.
Devonia's gonna use prestidigitation that I can never pronounce even after 4 years.
Awesome. It's a lot.
Prestidigitation.
It's a lot of
Prestidigitate.
I'll give it up.
prestidigitation.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's okay.
Melissa, I'm in the same boat. You're not
It's
alone.
fine.
We Okies guys stick together.
Are you soiling
Yeah.
somebody or
It's
cleaning?
presto.
I'm cleaning myself. Oh my
Okay.
god. Why would I make other we're dirty enough.
Yeah.
Like we're filthy.
Oh, I spilled
She'll
coffee
probably
on my
take
onesie.
like a cat nap too, and then wake up to the smell of like the fried food and
Oh.
everything, and then be like, I recognize that. That's one of the
Yeah.
foods that Erin introduced her to. She'll
Hmm.
kind of get a little excited and then go downstairs. And is there anything I can help with?
Yeah, I'm just pastrying my stress out. You want to start decorating?
How do I do that?
She'll hand her like 3 different things of like frosting, and then like some like honey and some like cookie crumbles, and just like shove it all like onto the table. Go nuts.
She'll sit down at the table and like start like, excuse me, had a small burp. She'll start trying to like mix some of the colors together and just kind of make, I don't know, like weird circles and designs and stuff on the donuts, and then kind of like, I don't oh my gosh, pour honey on one, and then it's like, and she's trying so hard not to eat all of them while she's decorating them.
And Win'll like you'll see like Erin like when she dabs off the oil of a few, she'll just like straight up eat them hot. So that'll like knock you like
Oh snap!
Krispy
Okay.
Kreme.
yeah, just like it burns so good. Just like she's like, yeah, no, I think I eat more than I make.
Oh,
That was-
uh,
That was the
Go
day
ahead.
Erin lost 3 layers of the roof of her mouth.
right.
She's a dragon. She's fine.
Nice. All right.
She
Devonia's
breathes lightning. She's fine.
That's
I'm
amazing.
Devonia's a little confused by that, slightly worried, but
Mhm.
You know, it's
she's
not
gonna-
like straight up out of the oil.
she's
It's
gonna
like
stuff
dry it off.
like 3 donuts in her mouth when she sees that, and then keep
Nice.
decorating.
That's beautiful. All right. Rain. You're home. You're back in this home that hopefully feels like home by now, but who knows? It's up to you. What would you like to do? Caelynn's back. You've got 12 people. The keep is abuzz with energy as you've all returned.
I mean, just once we get out of the teleportation circle, I would probably let Erin know that I'll be outside, and I'm gonna okay. Yeah. Do I have it? Yeah, I do have my 7th level spell. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Temple of Gods. And yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. And then I'm gonna once I have my temple up. Oh my god. I'm gonna hang on. Wanna cast Channel Divinity, but let me see if that actually will work.
Okay.
Gross. There's questions. Oh god.
On a side note, Ed, I don't even know. He's so far back, at least in our Facebook chat. And I don't know. I feel like we must have spoke. I remember speaking about it, but it must have been somewhere else because I'm back in early 2020. And I just don't see where he's going. And we chat more than I thought we chatted. Like, oh yeah, we did talk about that. Exciting.
Discord, Facebook, where? What? Huh?
Hmm.
So many chats.
Ooh,
Let's just say he's not at the keep for whatever reason.
okay. Well, he's still out of the keep. He's not back yet. If you, I'll add that if you wish him to return at any point, go ahead, because since we don't have any fixed
Comes
points in
busting
time.
through the door with Aaron one in the kitchen, be like, "What are you doing?"
The Kool-Aid Man.
Oh
Yeah!
Oh yeah.
Felix is back and ready to... That's totally Felix's character. Nice. Okay, Rain, while you're looking that up, I'm going to just check in with Emil.
Yeah.
Oh, you got something, Rain?
Yeah.
I don't want to jump over. Are you still looking it up? Okay.
No, you're good.
Okay,
Yeah,
Emil,
go ahead.
is there anything you've returned home as well? What would you like to do?
Just a couple of little things. Emil will head to the chapel. Kind of look at it, dust it off a little bit. He'll take his druid crafted dice, or the half set that he has. He'll roll the ones. Look at it for a long moment in silence. Pack them up, put them back in his pocket, and try to gauge the mood of everybody else. He's going to probably sweep the kitchen, grab a rag, dust off the kitchen table, but then he'll move into where the stage is in the adjoining room and start to clean up that area, just in case we end up kind of using that area in case festivities break out, basically.
Nice.
And because it's been a while, he'll probably clean the bathrooms.
Oh, yeah. It's,
So we're stress cooking and we're stress
cleaning?
cleaning.
It's perfect. Nice. You get it all cleaned up.
Coping mechanisms. It's great.
Right? Just in time as you're brushing up that last dustpan of stuff from the kitchen, Sam, shame on me. Aaron and Devanya step in to get some food, crack-lacking. Okay, blueberries in the thing. Callie's buzzing about. Callie's like, okay, so we're home, and that's when we think we're safe. But you never know. So I'm gonna go watch outside of the keep. I'm a professional. But you all relax because you've earned it. I've got this. She buzzes backwards.
Callie's been here before and knows the druids and treants and Azalea,
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't want Callie getting killed. Sent back to the Feywild
Off
because
you go, yeah. Nice.
Devonna's like, did she really say what I think she just said? She's got like her mouth full of donuts and everything. She's like,
Beautiful.
"What?"
And for what it's worth, shabobbles, I already forgot what I was going to say. Who's missing? Nala is not here. Likely doing work in Xanbora. As some of her notes, she doesn't actually, she's professional enough now where she doesn't leave her notes out. But she was borrowing, I think it was Moore and Oren's room, the desk. But she's since been working in Xanbora, so. Yeah, Mort, what you got? Yeah, you've returned, sir.
When Mort gets back, he will first go to his office, take the diamond out, set it on the floor, put the circlet on top of the diamond.
More, do you have the bracers?
In my backpack. and that's where they'll stay.
I'm just curious if you'd left them behind.
In character, as much as I would like to, they would follow me. But yeah, he'll put the diamond down to circle it, leave the office, check the artificing room, just sort of look in through the door, just crack the door, see Caelynn and Fenhold, and just, yeah, close the door. Proceed to go downstairs to the common room, grab a bottle and a glass, and head to the kitchen and see the chaos going on in the kitchen. Sit back and just sort of reflect a little bit. Think about what happened with Blueberry at the tower and what happened bringing Erwin and Rain back to the keep. And now successfully bringing Caelynn back to the keep. And just sort of reflect and say, just to think to himself, just sometimes the good things will happen. And then just we'll leave it for them. What happens tomorrow happens tomorrow. Tonight, just remember the good things that happened. And pour himself a nice stiff whiskey.
Okay, so you dust off some of the brews here down in the bar section.
Yes.
You pour yourself. Brewer's not here to do the brewing, but it's easy enough to find ice if you wanted some ice. But the glass is here. Everything else is here and in place and ready to go. Oh my goodness! All right. And so I'm sorry, Rain. What you got? Did you come up with what you want to do?
Yeah. The thing that I want to do is just I can't do.
Oh no. Okay.
But Rain will definitely take a little cat nap
Mm-hmm.
and see what happens. I don't know. Rain doesn't know that she's been dreaming, correct? Okay.
Right, yeah, she just has been going about life as normal. Rain, you take a good rest. And can you please just make a wisdom check? You know what? You can make it a save if you get a bonus to that, just for the bonus. But I don't want you to think it's like make a wisdom saving throw or anything like that. So
Okay, I'll just do the wisdom check then.
okay. Yes.
Wait. Well, since you're giving me the option, I just realized what my. How do I have a plus? No. Okay, I'm gonna do the save, Dan. Dan.
Okay.
Okay, I was just making sure you heard me. I was like, oh, it's silent. No. That kind of rolled off my dice tray. 15.
Okay. Warren shut his camera off, I think, at that. So you get in your dream. You are. What's the most ideal, comfortable setting you can think of? Being asked without.
For Rain or
yeah, for Rain.
Myself. For Rain. Okay. I think the most ideal, comfortable place would be the whatever the temple, the thing where she was turned into a Shadowkai.
Oh, nice!
Like those little sliver of mirror seeing the Raven Queen.
Okay. So you find, well, you don't see the Raven Queen or the mirror section under the cloak. You are in that. You're up at that pulpit area, that stage area, and you're looking out over all the many pews where all of those Shadowkai from previous eras had appeared beforehand in your different visions. The pews are full of just a number of people. It's actually a daytime setting. It feels a little more like an actual prime material plane church on the larger side that fits, but it's an exact replica of the layout of your scene from your previous visions. These are full of just common folk, this and that. A few of them are getting up. Many are praying. Some are, several are doing sort of unified chants and psalms, all to the Raven Queen. And you feel for a moment a hand on your shoulder from behind you. Just for a moment, just a pat. Do you turn and look, or do you continue watching?
I turn around.
Okay. You turn and look, but
just like quickly.
You could have sworn for a moment that it was that form of the Raven Queen, but you don't see anything as you turn around. You look back forward and watch over in your dream here. The many people. Some are getting up out of their pews and kneeling down to pray. Some are getting up and leaving. But a family gets up. Seems to be 5 children and 2 likely parents, or at least guardians. Get up, and they're trying to corral the kids that are getting a little excited and running about. The 4 kids start heading out away from you, but the 5th child runs up to you. Actually, let me do a quick roll here.
Oh gosh. I'm a little nervous.
This 5th child runs up to you and just kind of dissipates as his family heads out of the back, a door way at the front of the church. This child dissipates. But other families do the same thing. Sometimes there's a couple children that run up to you. Sometimes there's an adult, as though people are coming up here to offer a prayer to where you're standing. As the church begins to clear out, there's only maybe a dozen people left or so. A family, rather a mother and child, get up out of the pews. The mother and child step into the main aisle, and the child's pulling on the mother, trying to point up towards the front to offer a prayer, whatever everyone's been doing. The mother kind of looks up, but feels like she's almost looking at you, and looks down at the child and nods. The mother waits there as the child runs up to you. And as the child approaches, you see and recognize that this is a child whose form you've seen many, many times. Often under a sheet, under a blanket, and guised by some. But now the young Ailer that you did see once in the tower looks up to you. Miss, excuse me.
I kneel down.
Oh, hi. And they just kind of like grab your hands with their tiny little kid hands. I just, I have to go with my mom, yeah, and everything. But the nice lady with the mirrors said that I could see you and just thank you. You got my messages out, and thanks to you, and thanks to Caelynn, I was in such a, it was so bad. But thanks to you and Caelynn and your friends, I'm okay, and I just wanted you to know before I went on, that I'm okay, and now I get to be with my mom, and I've missed her so much. And if you see my dad, please forgive him, and just let him know I'm okay, and I'm with my mommy, okay? We're okay. Going to a good place.
I'm gonna attempt to give him Ailer a hug.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Yeah, he gives you a squeezy hug like a little kiddo. He's whatever 8 or 9. Thank you. I have to go. I'm sorry, my mom's waiting, but thank you, Rain. Yeah, thank you so much. But I can't thank you enough for what you did for me, and now I get to be with my mom, who I've missed so much. Please tell Caelynn I said thank you, and all your friends, and And I know my dad's done some bad things, but please forgive him. Please, 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 please.
At this point, Range just.
And you see the mom sort of wave
And
to
then,
him. Mm-hmm.
And then I just give him like a little shove to encourage him to go.
Okay, take care. Thank you. He's shouting, leaving. And they head out of the church, and you suddenly wake up, and on your mind, the fleeting memories of this, and oh my gosh, your bladder is so full. You're like, I have to get this nap. Oh my gosh, I have to get up and pee so bad.
I was gonna say. I was gonna join everybody. Just head to the bathroom.
Nice. All right,
Did you have the coffee too?
The coffees. Awesome. So anyone new here, we take about a 10-minute bio break. We're running a little bit late, so thank you, players. We will do that. We will put up our BRB screen, but our audio will be hot because we are, and we'll catch you all very soon. Yeah. That was brilliant.
Dan,
yeah.
I have to leave the call real quick because my video has been lagging a lot tonight, so I'm gonna leave and rejoin.
Okay, cool. I can set that up easily in break. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why I was waiting towards break to do it and letting you know. So
thank you. Awesome. All right, catch you all soon.
Pop in and out as well. Everybody's video is paused for me.
Oh no! Oh, that's no good. I hope it's not terrible for you. Dirt face. All right, catch you soon.
We greatly appreciate your brief visit, Justice. Testing.
That needs to be.
Well, don't do it there.
Okay, right. Oh, I need a drink.
I don't know if that helped or not, but
Welcome back. Don't know that
Thank
the camera's doing much better.
I know. I don't know what to do.
Attach to your laptop?
Well, I closed out of windows that are not necessary because I had like video, like GalaxyCon video recordings in the background, and I thought that was it.
Might want to reboot.
Oh, I might as well.
Yeah, you get time.
What is so funny is that my cameras worked while like rewatching my video with Michael, because I got to keep my one-on-one session with him and like past like virtual meet and greets with other voice actors. The only one that was super laggy when I met Rico, but my internet was terrible. Is it my headphones? I have Bluetooth. You're muted, Frank. If you were trying to say something.
Yeah, I mean, you could try that. I mean, other than restarting, yeah. I mean, which is a fresh.
I mean, let me see if it's my headphones then, because if it's my headphones, then because I got wireless headphones for my birthday. Still lagging. Warren, was I lagging when we had our pre-show talk? Or did you know?
Maybe a little bit. I don't think I really noticed, but maybe a little bit.
Okay. Let Dan know, like, if I don't.
Yep.
I'm gonna reboot.
Yep.
And I'll be back.
Yep. Good luck.
Thank you.
That Justice drive-by was so disappointing.
Yeah. Yeah. He. Very fickle with his feelings.
It is fine now. The reboot is all it needed.
Good.
Excellent.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Now when I blink, it does look like slowly go. Like I don't blink at all. My heart is pitter-pattering right now. Sam, I got to meet J. Michael Tatum tonight. Very delightful gentleman. He's really chilled. He's very chill. I could cross him off my bucket list of people to meet.
Who is J. Michael Tatum?
J. Michael Tatum is a voice actor, so he's voiced Sebastian in Black Butler. Let's see, he's Kyoya Senpai in Ouran High School Host Club.
Cool.
He's done multiple voices for One Piece. He's voiced a hero, a villain, and a creature. Let's just say that.
One piece of what?
One Piece.
I'm kidding.
Touche, Steph. Touche. I just have I don't know what season, but I have Attack on Titan's theme song stuck in my head. Oh, excuse me.
I finished it in like 3 days.
All seasons?
Up to
Season 3?
No, those are
they
backwards.
had
That's not
season
gonna work.
3 on Crunchyroll, and then they had another season. So I guess
Season
it's
4 is the
four.
current one. Yeah.
Ooh.
I need to rewatch season 3, but there's like on Funimation, they like did a recap of like all of season 1 through 3, and I'm tempted to watch that so I don't have to watch season 3 because it's so slow. I'm just
I really liked it. I liked that it showed a different side to, certain things, and I guess people got so used to fighting and everything. So
I was part of that demographic.
yeah, it's okay.
Sam, did you watch last night?
I saw the second fight. I still haven't caught up with last week. I didn't watch because my head hurt so bad.
Oh no.
So, yeah, I saw the
5 hour long battle.
Putting our video
Yeah,
back on.
I heard they
the-
went like over.
Whoa, what?
It's the
Video,
longest
bam!
episode of
What you
Campaign
eating,
2.
Steph?
Hell no. Hell no. I would never. I've had a battle last for an entire
No,
3
and
hour
it wasn't one battle. It was
okay.
2 battles
Yeah. The
that were
first
both
bat-
just.
Wears me out just fighting for 2 hours straight.
I
I'm,
mean,
I'm like, I'm done. I'm
mean,
done.
Yeah, I caught the.
No
was-
spanks.
Because I didn't see the whole thing because
Yeah, I hate space.
I didn't either.
What the lunch
Either
last
wearing
night,
them
but
or okay. Yeah.
Nice, nice.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm wearing
Yep.
them right now.
Yep. Just gonna yep.
They make
It's
me
fine.
feel confident.
I
fine.
won't spoil it for you, but
It's fine.
Whew,
It's fine.
Mm-mm.
I was worried for about
worried
9
for Taliesin.
characters there.
I was worried for
Mm.
Taliesin because
Right, did that-
basically he would have gotten killed off by his own character.
Fun.
Don't say more.
Oh, that's a bit of a spoiler.
That sounds spoilery.
That's a bit of a spoiler. A bit
I
of
mean,
a spoiler.
It got
Yeah.
your attention, but
Don't
if you
say anything more.
No.
It's good.
let's just say I was worried for Taliesin the most.
I was
When
worried
that
for
one
all of
part
them.
happened. Well, I was too, but it's
You know what? I'll
Taliesin.
save the day by bringing us back. Boom.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Welcome
Hey
back,
guys, welcome to
everybody.
Stormfall.
Yeah. Stormfall. The end. Not just kidding. All right, so we're back. We have an idea. Oh no. We will see where everyone. Yeah, that was pro level. He was like perfectly just in the corner. Amazing.
I forget this.
Oops, that's the wrong thing. There we go.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, I was just I
okay.
just have an anime opening in my head because I added more stuff to my wall.
Ooh. Fine. Okay. So
Odd.
let's see. We have everyone doing things here in the keep. Callie's buzzing about. Callie's going to find her way to the kitchen for sure. She'll be snifferooing that the donuts and the sweet scents coming from the kitchen. She'll buzz about there and hang out with Blueberry, taking a nap on Blueberry's belly. Oh, Blueberry's curled up in the little fluffy, like the inside of what are those boots? Utz? No, what are they? The super fluffy boots lined with stuff. Uggs.
Moccasins?
Yeah.
Uggs.
Uggs. Yeah.
Uggs.
Utz or chips. Oops. Is anyone? Does anyone have anything? Let me go back to Caelynn. Let's make this Caelynn centric. So you've been examining Brewer. Now, mind you, you have gosh, Brewer's been following you. You and he initially had plans for this new elven, like super deluxe body for him. And I'm going to say that if not you, then at least definitely Fenhold, before all this happened, would have requested some materials be sent to, from your, oh my gosh, the city.
Xanbora?
No, the dwarven
Bone
one.
Ladir?
Thank you. Yeah, under Bone Ladir, oh my gosh, why can't I think of the name? Oh, I know I can't think of the name, but whatever. Calderul. To this teleportation circle. So off to the side in that room, we'll say there's some materials. The materials for Brewer's new body have been delivered.
Okay.
Yep. A lot of telescopic armature and things.
Okay. So she would have noticed that when she came back from the teleportation, when they came through the teleportation circle.
Yeah. And I think so.
Okay. Well, yeah. She would probably, after she's kind of collected herself, would probably get on stairs and just kind of spend some time in the kitchen living area for a moment before going to check out those supplies and like figuring out how to get them up to the second floor.
Okay. Included in those supplies, perhaps you're surprised, perhaps not, with a note. It's not even a note, it's just a signature on a little piece of parchment. Sterling Sam is attached to her name. Of course, Brewer's assisted Sterling Sam in the campaign, very early on, in fact, when you first encountered Brewer. He was helping her. She has acquired more of those metals and materials from the Bexley campus of the university there, Tensor University, the one where you initially repaired Brewer. That first time where you almost passed.
Okay.
So there's some of those metals, some of the other workings that bind them together.
Okay.
And of course, Caelynn knows the very best place to perform these things is often on that Raystar Forge. That's where they're imbued with their souls. But the most important key piece to repairing them, you could certainly do it here, is your hammer.
Right. What was that last part, Dan? So I would know that I need to do most of it at the big forge at the estate.
You know that it might grant you a bit of a bonus to do it.
Sure.
There. But if you're
Sure.
like, time short, I need to do this, it's 95% of it is using your hammer. The biggest part for the Raystar Forge is like imbuing the soul into that crystal. So it'd be slightly helpful, but if it's not worth your time.
Well, she does have her teleportation circle ring that she had made before everything happened. That allows her to use teleportation circles, remember? To get to the estate and back here.
Yeah, nice.
Well, you use those teleportation circles. So she'd probably since, like, you know, as I said that she went down and like checked on the supplies, she probably would have taken like a half hour or so to just to take the items from the that ring, Dan. I mean, I know that was a while ago. Is that a one time per rest thing?
I believe so. I believe it was.
So, okay. So she wouldn't, so knowing that, she would know that she wouldn't, I was going to take supplies over there, but she would note that and probably go back upstairs to to the first floor where mostly everyone is. Where she would assume it mostly everyone is. She probably... What time of day is it, Dan?
It's pretty late in the day. It's probably close to 10.
Okay.
Now.
Have we had dinner or anything? No.
No, you do smell donuts as you head downstairs.
Okay.
Donuts!
All right. She would go and check on the kitchen then. Hey,
Everyone's in there making donuts, and then like all of the extra dough she started making pizzas with just...
Oh, good.
she's just kneading and just punching the dough and just going right at it.
I smelled something sugary and I was wondering if we actually had food, but that looks good, Aaron.
Have you had any donuts before, Caelynn?
I think that I had them before, right?
She hands her a plate with like 3 dozen stacked on it.
Oh, okay. I'll take this to the table. And so she'll take it to the table and take one and start eating it. And probably just sit down at the table, kind of waiting for other people to kind of gather for food or whatever.
Ooh, nice. All right, sit down. Blueberry kind of looks up, rests his head back down. Callie's like laying on his belly. No Felix in sight. Devanya, of course, Aaron and Devanya are in the kitchen.
I would say that Aaron would be in the kitchen helping probably those two.
Okay.
Because he does like to bake and cook and stuff when he's kind of... Yeah, so he would definitely be in there. Oh, absolutely.
Nice,
absolutely.
Nice. Okay.
He gets a little more awkward when Caelynn's in there, but then we'll kind of go back to helping Devanya and Aaron went out.
That's awesome. Okay.
I was totally making a mess trying to decorate donuts.
Nice. Perfect.
Ward will grab a donut, look at his glass, then like, oh, why not? And he'll dunk the donut.
Nice. Does Mort enjoy this combination?
Yes.
Nice.
Pleasantly surprised.
Perfect. Emil, is Emil heading into the kitchen as well?
Emil will sit at the table, not really so much in a donut mood, just soaking in everybody's presence.
Okay. And Garrick?
Yeah, Garrick will grab a donut.
All right, Garrick and Rain, having woken up from your nap.
I think like after Rain immediately wakes up, she is still vividly crying, like in real life, just like sobbing. Because Rain finally knows what her second life is for, and so she, like, before she leaves her temple, she like collects herself and before she goes in, and then she finds everybody else with the smell of sugary or something in the kitchen. Rain doesn't know that they're donuts, so
Nice.
Rain just follows the scent to the kitchen and just see everybody else.
You step into this beautifully full kitchen.
And then just like,
just gonna say this feels right. Caelynn's there, Oren, Callie, everybody is doing there. You see Mort dunking his donut in his drink. Emil's, everyone is in there. Just this, it's full of life.
Just trying to hold herself together. I don't think unless if somebody sees Rain, she has like a tear, like vividly, like tears, stains on her cheek, and and she just starts crying again. And I think for the first time, because I imagine Rain has her head up the whole entire time, unless and Rain takes her head down.
Rain, why don't you come and sit down and eat a donut?
I just sit right next to Caelynn and I grab a donut.
Okay. Caelynn will like pat her back and
okay.
Yeah. With once everyone's like mostly around, at the table, Caelynn will just kind of like look around at everyone and just kind of nod and smile and just kind of soak in the being back. And I know that we just got here, but I will need to go to the estate soon. Brewer needs a lot of repairs, and I can't. I actually have plans to something I started before I left to make a new body for him, and I need. It'd be better if I was at the forge at the estate to do so. I can't do it all here. Or I can, but it would just take a longer time, and it'd just be better there. I would love for everyone to, come and stay while I get that done. Unless there's something else that we need to do, then it can wait. I don't want him to, I don't want Vinholt to, I want to see him fixed. So.
Don't know that any of us have anything urgent we need to do right now.
No, certainly. No, in fact, I think from here on out, we should, unless it's something very urgent, we should all stick together.
You say estate? Sounds fancy. I'm in.
Of course.
I mean, I wouldn't get in the way of anyone who had other things in their life they wanted to do, wanted to go their own way.
Oh, yeah.
I've talked with Aaron, and if you don't mind, he might kind of stay with us for a bit, or at least here at the keep, or go with us over to the estate if we go over. But won't be really adventuring out. But I mean, unless, well, you only take so much charm. Arn will say.
Classic Warren.
Caelynn will kind of like
Like
smirk,
Warren.
and so he'll go with us to the estate, and then if we come back here, would you mind if he stayed at the keep as well for a bit?
Mhm.
No, not at all.
She'll kind of look at you, Emil, probably specific, for a bit longer than the rest.
Keeps for family. Of course, Oren's welcome here.
Thank you. Arn. Yes, thank you. I appreciate it. Always a great time hanging out with a lot of you.
Yeah, I don't lay it on too thick though.
Right. Arn will continue to use a knife and a fork to eat his donut.
Jeez.
Psychopath.
Nice. Perfection. All right. Oh, it's just such a heartwarming late night donut get together in the kitchen.
Donut, and there's pizzas coming out, and everybody can decorate their own. There's dough. Erwin is slapping it down in front of everybody.
Nice.
Like she will literally just poof in front of someone.
It's like
Here's your circle, bam.
Yes.
Sauce, cheese, whatever you want. And she and while she's doing this, she's got her mage hand following her with donuts, just feeding her donuts.
Nice. Ow.
As she's working.
Beautiful.
That's the way to eat a donut.
The mage hand it to me. It's beautiful. Yeah. Or Aaron, when you've got all those, the bowls, ceramic bowls, there's pepperoni, there's onions, there's mushrooms, all the different toppings.
There's ham, there's cheese, there's whatever you want.
Oh, yeah. What a fun time.
I try to do the best I can without Felix here.
Oh, yeah.
Caelynn would definitely eat quite a few donuts, quite a lot of pizza, because I'm sure that she's hungry. I don't know what that's been like, Dan. I mean, she might even be hungry and like just can't eat that much. I don't know, like.
Yeah, I mean, you're tired. Look, so Ythazz was all about, he was frustrated. I think I put that one in the message too. He's like, why do I have to feed this stupid body? So you had like hardly like the bare minimum, mostly nutritional, not really anything tasty. So these things are just like.
Yeah, probably almost to the point of like being sick, like just like eating so much and be like, oh man.
Nice. Oh, it's beautiful. And into the night we go. Yeah, what you got, Rain?
Rain is gonna speak up and tell I'm not gonna role play it out, Dan. I'm just gonna retell the dream that Rain had before joining everybody.
Okay. So Rain shares with you all the thanks that Aylar wanted to pass along, Caelynn in particular, but everybody, and that the notion of Aylar asking to forgive his dad.
And while Rain is just retelling the dream, you could see just tears.
Caelynn, since she's sitting beside her, probably like lean over and like embrace her a bit, seeing that she's crying.
Aww.
Like set the embrace.
Oh, I'm glad you heard from him.
So, would it be clear to Emil that this is the child, the ghost that I think Emil kind of figured out that it was Aylar we were seeing, right? Because Emil was seeing the ghost when he had the robe of eyes on.
Right. Yes, that would clear that up.
And also, I would think that Rain would also tell Emil that it's Aylar.
Good to have that ghost put to rest, literally, I guess. Well done, Rain.
Rain has just a big smile after the I swear I can talk.
Affirmation.
Affirmation. Thank you.
Caelynn will pat her back.
Emil.
Blueberries. Oh, good.
Oh, so is there anyone else that I need to thank for this? I mean, besides, I've already expressed my thanks to all of you. Did anyone else help that I need to thank personally? Because I would like to at some point. Maybe not. I'm not saying like tonight or tomorrow even, but
Council Shuffle Trot.
okay. Thank you.
Probably those scholars too. We gotta go back. She'll look tomorrow. We gotta go back and tell them.
There was that nice lady that Oren talked to yesterday.
No, they're the ones who helped us figure out the
Arn, did you talk to a nice lady? Oh, don't. It was nothing. Just a friendly acquaintance.
What does Garrick do at the mention of this nice lady? Anything?
Shaking his head.
Arn would probably give like whoever was there, I think it was Morton Garrick, I think, would give them like a wink and a nod as he goes back to his cutting his donut with the knife. And the pizza.
Amazing. I feel like sorry.
She would ask if so do we want to I don't want to uproot everyone to the estate but until we're ready. How long do you want to stay here and to go there?
Is it urgent to discuss this tonight?
No, we can talk about it tomorrow. That's fine.
Let's take our time and rest and relax. We've been traveling for weeks. You
celebrate.
I
mean, if anything, if I can always, go there first and then start things.
I think you should recover first, personally.
Agree.
We won't endanger Brewer, but let's leave the future to tomorrow.
Let's get back to your normal self.
Well, I'm not okay.
You hear a ting 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 on a glass, and it's Blueberry with a fork in his mouth hitting a glass. Boom, boom, boom. He's mage pawed a donut in his hand that's floating up above his head. I just want to propose a fried tasty sugar dough toast to Caelynn. Things have not been the same since you were gone. And for me, there were times I was worried that we wouldn't get you back. But tonight, we have these fried tasty sugar treats and each other. And most importantly tonight, you, Caelynn. Thank you. It must have been tough, but you're back with friends. So cheers to Caelynn, and he holds it like the donut up to bonk donuts with anyone that wants to.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you, Blueberry. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else but here.
This is just right. Does anyone have anything else? That was a thought in my head. It just didn't come out of my mouth. Sorry.
There were words there.
Words
All
were
together, in
said.
fact. It was very, very
Awesome.
efficient. Does anyone have anything else that they would like to do during this dinner? And if not, who's leaving first?
I think if it's going to be this kind of sedate, exhausted, quiet conversation, I think Emil might be one of the first to leave and just go get some sleep.
Okay. Just as the night dies down, the Emil head out first. And one by one, the rest of you, at some point or another, decide it's time to head out and go elsewhere. Blueberry's going to ask you, Caelynn. So I think that it would be good for you if I were to sleep, nestled up in your bed, because we just want to make sure you're safe and warm. And so really it's for you.
That sounds like a fine idea, Blueberry.
Yes. I'm a good doggy pillow warmer.
I imagine so. Caelynn would probably be one of the last people to leave, honestly. Just kind of taking it in and saying goodnight to everyone as they go off to bed.
Callie will probably not ask, but join at some point. Caelynn and Blueberry party for bedtime.
Oh, sure. Goodness. Yeah.
Anyone have anything else they'd like to do tonight?
I'm gonna head back to my temple and ask Emil if he would be my guard. And I just perch on top of the railing. I think everybody would just see a little raven just swoop down and just perch on my shoulder. And then head to my temple and just talk to Emil if he agrees to be my guard.
As long as you're okay with the fact that Emil may very well fall asleep, then yep. Emil can sleep on the floor or the ground outside the temple.
Okay.
Okay. While walking, Rain would probably leave and then just open the doors to the temple just like a crack, and she just lays on the ground and just ponders.
Okay.
So she'll be able to talk to Emil.
Okay.
Because at this point,
sorry.
At this point, Rain would figure that there's something that is preventing Emil from coming inside the temple, and she's not gonna ask because I don't think Rain knows that Emil's a vampire.
Did Rain see when Emil turned into a swarm of bats when we were picking up Nala?
There'd be questions at a minimum, yeah.
I think Emil avoided the questions, but I think Rain was there and saw that.
Yeah.
I think it was adult Rain. And
we all saw that.
Yeah, because he walked sideways down the face of the.
Yeah, he spider walked down the canyon.
It might be a good time to ask questions.
Oh well, Rain. Well, Rain. To me, for a player, I think Rain would have been oblivious to it. So, I don't know. That's just a player choice, but as Rain lays down and ponders, she just asks Mel, "Why was that so easy?"
I don't have answers.
I'm glad that Caelynn's back, but that was far too easy. And then at this point, she would sit up and just close the rest of the door and just sits outside with the meal and talk.
Well, we can be suspicious. We can be cautious. We can take it on faith. It's probably no mistake that 2 clerics sitting outside a temple should at least consider the possibility of prayer, introspection, maybe even a quiet conversation, a couple of spells to inquire with our own gods and goddesses about anything that might come up unexpectedly, but maybe our timing was just right, and maybe this is really how it is.
I feel like we're missing the bigger picture. Like, there's not, like, this is not over. And I do not want to lose Caelynn again.
I mean, there's 2 ways of looking at it. These things are never over. It's not like Ythazz is 30 years old or 100 years old. He's been around for centuries, and he's been a menace for centuries, and folks greater and more powerful than us have tried to contain and stop Ythazz and failed. I'm not sure we're gonna fare any better than them. Maybe our part in the story with Ythazz and Threat to the World is over. I'd be okay with that. Maybe it's not. But we don't have to sit here and spend the rest of our lives wondering what other terrible things can happen. We can certainly, if we choose to, shoulder the load, investigate everything we know about Ythazz, investigate everything we can find out from Caelynn, maybe starting tomorrow once she's had a chance to rest. Dig into all of the mysteries. We certainly got people, Mort, who are very good at that. We've got the Shadow Queen on our side. We've got Hermod on our side. There's probably a lot that we can do to dig into the mysteries and truly understand the answers to these questions, if that's what we want to do. But the world's a very big place, and it's full of a lot of very powerful, knowledgeable people, and every answer doesn't have to be our responsibility. Maybe we just keep Caelynn safe, and we send a message to the Runekeeper and a few people we know and say, folks, this is what happened. We're going to take care of our friend. Please investigate and let us know if you think there's more danger. There's more than just 9 or 10 of us in this fight against Ythazz, and we've certainly pulled our weight, but we're allowed to say, hey, this is enough. We're also allowed to sleep on it. And you know what? Sleeping somewhere that doesn't smell of a lot of water really appeals to me right now.
I would offer you to come in my temple, but there's something stopping you. But I won't pry.
We all have our burdens to bear. Don't carry too
At
much.
this, I'll just lean my head on Emil's shoulder, raise back up, and then go inside for the night. Good night, Emil.
Good night, Rain. Hope you have more normal dreams. And Emil will fall asleep.
Before Emil falls asleep, you just hear a small sigh.
And a
Or
fart.
does he?
Or maybe he hears his own too.
Yeah, what you got,
As-
Mort?
As Mort prepares for bed, he will go up, to his room, and see the bunk bed, and then, oh shit, and he'll pull out of his backpack a package and put it on the upper bunk.
Okay.
If Arnon isn't there, if Orin's there, I'll do something.
I'd say he might have hung out like downstairs with Caelynn, with Caelynn for a bit and continue to talk with her a bit.
Yeah, he'll leave a package on the upper bunk and then
Okay.
go to bed.
Okay. You'll see him come in a little bit later, and if you're still awake at all, and he'll strip down and get up there, like, and
I'll be awake.
okay.
And Mort will be like, oh yeah, I almost, practically, I forgot. Before we left, I got this for you at, something for my bunk buddy, at Xanbora. Hope you don't mind.
He'll hang his head over at the side with his hair like hanging down. So, you got me a package, Mort.
Oh, please open it by all means.
Oh, and he'll raise back up and open the package.
It is a pair of silk pajamas.
Nice. That's
Oh.
amazing.
These are very fine, Mort. Thank you.
Just, just some things I just, how can I put this? I just, it's not the last thing I want to see before I go to bed.
Mort, okay, all right. And you'll kind of like feel the bunk bed kind of like give a bit as he like is putting them on as he's like in the bunk bed.
Thank you.
No problem. No problem. Oh, they do fit very well.
I'm glad you're happy with them.
You won't be seeing skin, but you'll be seeing some of it. It's just how silk works, Mort.
I understand.
They are luxurious, though. Thank you, Mort. Even though it was given, as partially a self-serving gift, it is still very nice.
Guilty as charged. But I'm glad you appreciate them.
Oh, how's your bracer problem? I haven't asked you about it. Do you still have them? Have you gotten rid of them?
I still have them, but I'm not going to wear them. And my worst fears were confirmed. They are from Shar.
Oh, okay. Well, are you aware of this, Shar? Have you? And his hair is again kind of like he's kind of leaning over, and his hair is silky hair is kind of going over the side of the bunk bed. So have you talked with this Shar? Prayed to them, asked them to stop?
I took the opportunity while we were traveling through the thicket to
the thicket.
Separate for a little bit and go into the darkness because that's where Shar operates in the dark.
No.
And basically confronted them, and they pretty much admitted, yeah, indeed they wanted me for their champion.
Interesting. How did they hear about you? I mean,
I have
not that you're not a fine, you are a fine gnome, Mortimer, but I mean,
I have no to this day. I have no idea what their interest is in me. But I told them I'm not on the same page with them. If you don't know that Shar is an evil god at war with her sister for eons,
interesting.
and
Yes, I believe I've heard. I just don't know too much. I haven't done too much studying as far as religion goes.
nor I. I just once I had a suspicion, I did some research on them, and found it not to be, I don't even say my liking. It's just it goes against my grain. I just
Sure.
I wouldn't be
How
true
did
to who I am.
How did Char take your dismissal?
Better than I had hoped. Well, not better than I hoped. Better than I thought. I thought I was going to get turned into a pile of ash at the time. But they've just left it that they would talk to me later, which is I can't do anything about it. How do you?
Sure.
I can't fight a god. I can't.
Yeah. My suggestion would be if it really comes down to you needing to go against the god, the best solution unfortunately, is usually either to find someone powerful, more powerful than the god, or to make friends with the one that they oppose. Or the one that they're in, what her sister?
Yeah, her sister's Salune.
Maybe reach out to Salune.
Yeah.
Surely a little bit of sibling rivalry will get her riles up, and maybe she'll help you out.
If the opportunity presents itself, if I find it, I tried to use it. That's what got me into the trouble in the first place. I tried to use Rain's temporary temple, but somehow Shar saw through that and foiled that attempt. So
No, a temple is not a god's help. So
true.
It's like needing food and grabbing a plate.
I can see that. Yeah, I see what you're saying. A more earnest attempt.
Just a thought. I'm not at all proficient in these things. I don't, kind of lay down on the bed as he continues talking, but so everything seemed to go okay today. Yeah.
Yes. I'm glad it's over with. I feel like it felt like it worked, and Caelynn's back. And
Yes.
I'm sure those that were in league with him aren't going to be happy about what happened. I'm sure there'll be repercussions from that.
Yes.
And we should be on alert for that.
Agreed. Well, I will help you all out as much as I can.
I appreciate that. I really do. It's you've been, despite some things, some missteps.
You'll kind of hang some things, Mort.
Well,
I'm just kidding. I'm just
Nice.
Your group is fun to jostle around.
And you're good at jostling.
I know I am, Mort. Well, good night. Sweet dreams. May Shar not haunt them eternally.
I hope the same.
And they'll start settling in. kind of throwing the wrapper from the package. Like you'll see it kind of fall over onto the floor.
Nice, nice.
Exactly. Yeah.
Beautiful, comfortable silk. All right.
I would say, Dan, that
Mhm,
Caelynn,
sure.
before going to bed, would definitely say goodnight to Brewer.
Mm,
before
you
going-
head into
before
that
heading in.
room that is illuminated just by candlelight. There isn't much else in here currently. I guess they're fairly bright. You can't have torches in here, right? So it's fairly bright candlelight, but the flickering warm light dances over Brewer's form. The all of the engineering specs and blueprints that you'd worked on before are still pinned up on the wall and all over the the tables and different areas in here. You have everything you need to make this work, and Brewer seems to be in a very peaceful state. Um, he does rouse enough. His head turned opposite you. Rouses to turn over towards you. To Sarah. That you love you.
I'll give you the note. We'll get you fixed up soon.
You can gather. Have a look. Not the sleepy time.
She'll kind of grasp his hand and as he falls asleep, and will go to sleep herself.
Right. Does anyone have anything they'd like to do tonight? Else?
I'll just have a really big sugar rush and then crash in bed.
Perfect.
That's kind.
After all the donuts and pizza and everything, she's just gonna.
Nice.
Man.
Nice.
Perfect.
I just remembered
Mm-hmm.
something. So could we retcon up something a little bit?
Yeah,
like
go for
before
it.
Rain would go
Huh?
before Rain would go to her temple
Okay.
and ask Emil to take guard.
Mhm.
She would go find Erwin and pull her aside. Hey, can I talk to you for just a second?
Yeah, what is it?
Earlier when you said that there's some, and you could tell that Rain is very uncomfortable talking about her and Erwin's death. And so I feel like, and you could see that she's speaking fast. I'm not gonna do that, but I feel like Caelynn doesn't need to know about Miranda just yet.
Yeah, that's why I kind of deflected it. So
Yeah.
we're fine now. We're fine. I'm
Yeah,
fine. We're fine.
Yeah.
I need another dozen donuts.
I mean, yeah. And kind of noticed that you brought it up. And so
Yeah,
that's
I
why
didn't mean to
noticed
do
ya.
that. I didn't mean to do that. It just, you know me.
Yeah.
I don't talk good sometimes.
Neither do I. So.
Yeah, but no, I agree. We'll just that's a need to know information.
I mean, if somebody else brought it up, that's a different story. But us dying, that's yeah. And
It wasn't terrible.
Rain just gives like a really
Like at least what I experienced wasn't bad. I'm not saying I enjoyed dying. That completely sucked. But the afterlife isn't scary.
Well, to be honest, I thought my deity would not let me come back.
Well, I'm glad you did.
I'm glad to. And Rain just gives everyone a quick hug and a salute. Do not eat more sugar. And that's when she'll find a meal and that whole excursion.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is a full house.
Oh, Erwin has one little thing that she
Please
wants
go
to
for
do.
it. Yeah, absolutely.
She's gonna go find Mort and just, hey, Mort, do you have the bag that transfers stuff to the tower, to Eva?
I'm sure I do.
Yeah. Yeah, so before he goes to bed, she'll just be like, I'm gonna borrow this. Okay, bye. so she'll go and she'll write a note to Eva, just saying she's thinking about traveling through the tower within the next couple of days, just to get to Sigil.
Oh, okay.
So she's just like, okay, heads up, I would like to use the tower if that's okay. Because I'm pretty sure she mentioned something like that using the tower would be difficult, so she just wants to like double check. So she'll just leave the note in the bag.
Okay. It does seem to be working as it's supposed to.
Okay. Close it up.
Nice.
Open it.
Nothing.
Is there a reply yet?
Nothing yet.
Then she'll go and give the bag back to Mort, because otherwise she'll be checking it like every 10 seconds.
Refresh. Awesome. Oh my goodness. All right. Here at the Stormfall Forest Keep on your 500 acres of land in the forest just outside of Xanbora. It is full of life and levity and joy for the first time, like truly in a while. Granted, you were here 6 weeks ago or so, but there's just this extra energy having Caelynn back. You're all able to perform everything you did this evening and get a really good night's sleep. Despite the cold meal, you've got a nice extra comfy blankie being prepared, and pillow and bed space. And Rain, you're just on the inside of the door, the moonlight shining in as the door is cracked for your church you raised with your spell. Seeing it shine across a meal just outside. Everyone gets a good night's rest. You wake up in the morning. Blueberry is up nice and early, having done his early morning patrol. About 5:30, Blueberry got up. And Blueberry gets some more rest later because he's Blueberry to finish his full rest. But Blueberry's determined to do their little patrol around the property. You hear Blueberry step out of the door. Anyone else? Everyone else is able to wake up whenever they like. Does anyone have anything in the morning they'd like to tackle?
Aaron will just make breakfast.
Oh, we took a long rest, didn't we?
Yeah. Caelynn, you're down to 3 points of exhaustion.
Okay.
I'm gonna just do I have commune, and remind me, Dan, I don't have any grounds up, just to take off commune off of my 7th level. No.
Okay.
Is it 7th level? Whatever spell slot it is. I'm gonna cast commune.
Oh, nice. So you wake up nice and early, sun shining through.
I've thought these questions through. Okay. So I'll do that.
Dan, so Caelynn, she'll sleep for a while, probably like 9 or 10 hours.
Oh, okay.
When she wakes up, she would probably, kind of take in the space and of the room. And she and I, just to, I guess I mean, I kind of know probably the answer, but just to make it clear for, I guess, people want, like, you know, she doesn't feel like that presence within her like that she felt before, right? Before everything happened.
Without even requesting a roll, you have a very keen sense of Ythazz now. And you know, inhabiting your body and mind, sharing that space with them for so long. You know completely and assuredly that there's no leftover Ythazz. There's no presence of him. You feel perhaps, I mean, you were combined with a super powerful demi-lich for a long time, so there might be some attributes left behind. But as far as Ythazz goes, he's not there.
She would, because she has her and has had her eye patch on. She'd probably go over to the mirror because she knew that was kind of tied to it. Like, well, I mean, like that, and also the whole like smoke thing that was happening there towards the end before everything happened. So she'd probably go over to the mirror in her, which I'm assuming there's some kind of mirror in her room, and start and kind of like slowly take it down to take a look.
Cautiously, you lower the eye patch and pull it away. While there is still a scar across your forehead and down your cheek, it's fuzzy because you've had an eye patch on all night, but you can see. You can see with that eye it's returned to its normal state.
Ooh.
You can, in fact, see again. You just have that,
You know
that
what
scar,
that
only
means.
that scar remains.
I have to take this off then. Oh, God.
Sorry, it's such amazing cosplay. Part of me, honestly, in that moment was like...
It's okay. It's all right. Now my vision's just double for a bit. It's fine. It's fine.
Her optometrist thanks you.
Nice.
She will, you know, just kind of like blink and like, you know, look around with the eye patch off. And yeah. I think that's all that she's going to kind of test out probably before she gets tired. So she'll go downstairs to like, you know, the sitting area. Well, she'll probably go and say good morning to Brewer and then head downstairs. Probably when she goes into the artificing room, probably start getting like, since she knows that she'll be doing the thing at the keep at some point, like she will probably start collecting the notes and stuff that she had around, like that she had hung up and like had around the artificing room. We'll kind of take them all and kind of put them all together, you know, maybe even like if she hasn't, I'm sure she has, there's thread or something, like try to bind them together or something before going downstairs.
Okay. All right, you begin collecting that, you know, handful at a time, armful at a time. Get everything in order. Does anyone else have anything like to do as this fresh, new start to the day begins? A brand new day.
I cast Commune.
Yes. You take a moment. Emil's still resting softly outside. And head in further into your church and find a place to kneel and pray to your deity, the Raven Queen, and cast subtly here through prayer the commune spell. What 3 questions you'd like to ask her?
At this moment, is there any present danger to the group?
When you pray and ask present danger, what are your feelings behind that? Are you feeling like anything imminent here nearby, ready to...
Like near, okay, let me rephrase my question. Is there intimate danger nearby?
Almost kind of more like a nest, but it does have this...
let's see. You get an answer of no.
Down over this.
Okay. Oh gosh, a sec. I had these in my head. I should have wrote them down. Come on. Is this someone or something that is after me a god?
Pray on that and send your self out as an antenna reception for this deity's answer. It takes an extra half a minute or so over the previous answer, and you receive an answer of unclear.
Have I found my purpose in with my second life?
What do you currently? What's your current state of mind? What do you feel your purpose of your second life is?
Basically, what happened with death, like the death of her and Erwin, meaning like since the Raven Clan represents life and death, like one life done. So,
what do you feel your new mission is? Like, what do you feel you've found? If anything.
Oh God, you put the pressure on me, Dan.
Sorry. Just so she can answer the question. I'm not sure. Like...
You're good. Oh gosh. I feel like it would still be Rain's mission to help people pass through the life, but in a new meaning, whatever you interpret.
Okay, so as you're praying that, like, have I found it? As something, any one of the things that you've encountered since.
The big thing is Ayler. That's
okay.
If that fits.
Well, I feel like the answer to that, I'll say a little bit meta-wise, just as a player, it might not be exactly what you're thinking. But the answer is yes.
Okay. After the spell fades, Rain will raise up and quietly just crack the door to see if Emil's still asleep.
Emil?
I'll take that as a yes.
Yep, okay.
Yes. And then I'm going to just check. Just for funs, can I just roll a stealth check to just open the door quietly without waking up Emil?
Okay.
Just for funsies. Oh, crap. Oh, wait, fantasy. Dan, you got to tell me my stats. I don't have fantasy grounds up because I forgot to reload.
Not just kidding. Then you don't get stats.
I'm
just
sorry.
kidding.
Never.
I'm sorry.
Let's see. Skill. You're at
Stealth.
Stealth is
yeah,
+3. +3. So cool having Caelynn up there now.
17.
17. So I mean, Emil's sleeping. I feel like let me just quickly check his passive perception because it's probably 800. What? It's 30. I was joking, but it's 30. So Emil, you notice. You notice Rain stepping over you. The door creaks open just loud enough to alert you to the fact that Rain is stepping out of her church that she cast outside and is stepping over you to head inside.
Well, I'll leave a note on the door for Emil, so he knows that I'm not in there. So.
Well, yeah.
The note says.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
No, please go ahead.
Well, it was just like a little quick note saying, I'm inside the keep, joining the rest for some breakfast. That's what it says. So,
Hey, Emil, do you react at all as you notice Rain stepping out of the keep? Let me quickly go around. Garrick, what are you up to this morning?
Oh man, that's a good question. Probably getting ready to leave. Just kind of like tidying up the ed room.
I forgot about the ed room. Yes, that's beautiful. The bee that dropped off in the ed room. Ah. Okay, sorry. Yep. So the Felix Galliford Garrick room. Mm-hmm. All right.
And then probably head down to help himself to some coffee.
Oh, nice. Nice. All right. All right. Aaron, how about you? What are you up to in the morning?
She's making breakfast.
Nice, nice. Do you have coffee ready for Garrick?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
I mean, she knows like everybody else really likes the coffee.
Yeah.
Even though it sends her through the roof, she'll make it for everyone else.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right, Devanya, what are you up to this fine morn?
She would have woken up and done her morning prayers and gone downstairs for breakfast, avoiding the coffee. She still is iffy about that. And then she would go outside and do some more prayers underneath the tree that she usually goes under. So.
Oh, okay. All right, Mort. What's cooking? Good looking, huh?
Wow.
And I can't even hide my slurring.
Sorry.
Mort will probably get up, and before he heads down for coffee, he will go into the office.
Okay.
He will pull out the lantern.
All right.
Look in his backpack and find the cloak in his backpack. Pull it out and cast Identify on it.
Oh, beautiful. All right. So you find that this wonderful cloak of invisibility does the following. It is, in fact, a legendary item that requires attunement. While wearing this cloak, oh my gosh, I've got to speak. I'm so sorry, everybody. Well, if you can understand this, while wearing this cloak, you can pull its hood over your head to cause yourself to become invisible. While you are invisible, anything you are carrying or wearing is invisible with you. We know this. You become invisible when you become visible when you cease wearing the hood. Pulling the hood up or down requires an action. And then there's some, not logistics, but you have to deduct the time that you were invisible in increments of 1 minute from the cloak's maximum duration of 2 hours. After 2 hours of use, the cloak ceases to function. And then for every uninterrupted period of 12 hours the cloak goes in use, it regains 1 hour duration. So basically, if you give it 24 hours, it recharges to its full 2 hours. But it doesn't break with, casting spells or any of that. You have the hood up as an action, you're invisible.
Okay. All right.
First legendary item. Okay. Anything else for Mort after? Then you're heading down to the kitchen, you said? Or no?
Yeah, actually, he's not gonna. He was gonna. He contemplates playing a game and like putting on the cloak and going down and getting coffee and like have a floating cup of coffee go through the kitchen just to see if anybody notices. But he won't do that. Because
that'd be great, though.
The cloak of invisibility has several large holes in it.
The boss got to it. Yeah.
He'll just go down to breakfast and then get a nice cup of coffee for himself and sit at the kitchen table.
Beautiful. Emil, as morning rolls around, do you just want to sleep in a bit or anything for you this morning? After reading.
Definitely a bit of sleep in. And then I think Emil, assuming that it doesn't disturb Brewer, will probably head for the, I can't remember what we're calling that room, but we'll do some silver working up in the artisan room.
Okay, beautiful. Aaron, did I already ask you? Yeah, you're making breakfast. Okay. Oren.
Actually, can I check the bag to see if I have a reply?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You go to check for a plant, and there's an apple in there. I feel like maybe, I mean, you encountered her a little bit, but last time we saw her, she was very scatterbrained as she was like maxed out with what she's doing. So you feel like she's pretty on point. She's an Omega Mate. She'll probably come around to this in a bit. For this morning, it's an apple. It looks delicious. It's a red delicious apple. Looks at Pete fresh. Oh no!
Those aren't
Okay.
as delicious as the name insinuates. She'll cut it up and start making apple pancakes.
Oh, nice. Okay. Beautiful. Blueberry's gonna come in and add some sausages to breakfast with his little his treat bag that summons treats. Oren, what are you up to in your silk pajamas that really probably reveal just as much as being
Yes,
sleeping in nudie pants?
absolutely it does. Absolutely. It's just missing the skin tone. That's all. Yes, Arn in his silk pajamas will probably sleep in a bit tired. And then probably head down for breakfast. Nothing in particular. Well, I think that he would no one would probably see him do this, but he's in his room and he would get out the journal that he bought and has been writing in a lot, over the past few weeks. And is going to write just a little bit more in it before kind of finishing it. And then he's going to actually see the paper that he left that from his present the night before.
Yeah.
And is going to try to wrap it with the paper from the silk pajamas. Yes. Yeah, that's what he'll do. And I'll probably kind of put that as part of their conversation in the Discord thing.
Okay.
So
Nice. And lastly then, Caelynn. Caelynn, welcome home. What are you doing this morning?
after she did what she, kind of checking her eye patch and stuff, and she would have taken her eye patch off after figuring out that, just to kind of get used to it a bit. She would, and I'm sure that there's probably, because I'm sure that she probably wore that the entire time she was with Ythazz. So it's probably like a bad suntan, like her
really
face,
is.
and then there's this white splotch over the one eye, with the scars on it. So she would, after saying good morning to Brewer and getting her notes together, and would probably head downstairs and she might. Yeah, we'll just say that that's it. She'll just head downstairs. Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry, Aaron, when I'm completely blanking on what you said you were doing again. You were you're making breakfast. Okay.
Yeah, checked for my message. There was an apple, so she's making pancakes out of it.
Nice. Where was the bag? Did Mort have it? Did you have to go upstairs for that?
I assume, I don't know, Mort, would you have brought that down, or would I have needed to go up?
When I came down, I would have brought it down.
Yeah, so I'll just check it when he comes down.
All right. So everyone is found, for the most part, found themselves in the kitchen. Aaron, how do you feel like preparing breakfast for everyone? What's your mood this morning?
Personally, cooking in fantasy life is a lot easier than in real life. So she's she's just having fun, because this is something that she likes to do, and it's, oh my gosh, it's good food. And it's fun, and Caelynn is back, and apparently everyone's here, so no one was kidnapped or died during the night. So she's decently she had a good night's sleep, so she's decently she's cheerful.
Okay, beautiful. You're bustling about the kitchen in Aaron style. You're over here frying this, you're flipping that, and you head over to the cupboards you open up these double wide cupboards, and go about moving some items for some seasonings that you aren't where they're supposed to be, but you think you saw them in here, and you're pushing things aside, and you close the doors, and it's just this cabinet that you closed inside this ethereal space full of stars. You realize that the sound of your friends is no longer about you, but instead, just a soft, almost that arcane hum you get sometimes, that 60 cycle hum of arcane energy. Fills the space. What do you want to do? Up, down, left, right? You haven't turned around yet, but every direction you can pivot your head.
Yeah,
cabinet.
Is the cupboard still in front of her,
it
or
is.
did that vanish?
It's still there.
She'll like open it and peek inside.
Just the same stuff you saw a minute ago.
And she'll close it again, and open, close it really quick, and look around. Is she still in the stars?
Still in the stars, yep. But you haven't turned to look behind you yet.
Yeah, she'll kind of like, ha ha ha. Turn around and 100% expecting the little girl there.
Ah, nice. You spin around again, expecting to see. Oh my goodness, I can't
see Mistress Child form.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, but I can't. Well, I know I can't think of her name, but
it is Caelynn Moonsong.
Caelynn Moonsong. You spin around. Instead of seeing her, you see a woman. Maybe in human form, early 30s by appearance, in a dress that matches the universe around the two of you. Long, dark, flowing hair, bright blue eyes that seem to have the same shine that the stars do behind her. And she takes a couple steps towards you. She's about 15 feet away from you in the stars. She takes a few steps on nothing towards you. Aaron.
Yes?
It is nice to see you again.
Mistra?
He cracks a bit. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session. Bam!
Oh, now there's the damn that I know. Cliffhangers.
We back. Yeah. Bravo to the players tonight. I mean, that was just all RP and
you, Dan.
beautiful. Oh geez. No, I was sitting back here slurring words and and making terrible innuendos. Amazing work, everyone. It's my pleasure, though, to do that.
It's normal.
Nice. It felt so good as a DM, just as a human being, to see Caelynn back and everyone's kind interactions with her. There's just something extra heartwarming about you all being back at the keep, safe. And having, these kind, wonderful, loving moments. So thank you again. More thanks for the players. Yay. Thank you, viewers, too. Special thanks to both. I'm so sorry. I've got to scroll back up to make sure I say your name right. Diesel Shot for the raid. And all the raiders that came with them. Super glad to have you here. And another huge thank you to Polyhedral Paradise for all of the wonderful gift subs there. You are too kind. Thank you. That's delightful and wonderful and so supportive. I really appreciate you. All right. So for anyone that's new, we'll throw up our schedule here. We have, as you can see, a boatload of D&D all across the week. Especially in that 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern time slot, as you can see in the schedule here, but also at a 6 to 9 p.m. Eastern time slot on Saturday. Every Tuesday, you can between 2 and 4 p.m. Eastern, you can catch Dungeon Craft with Steph and Vic. It's a lot and it's awesome. I don't even know how to describe it anymore. Effectively, they paint minis and do tile work for their campaigns. Steph runs a Forsaken on Monday. Vic runs the Obsidian Scar on Sunday. But oh my gosh, it's juicy. That's my new tagline. Juicy. Go check it out. Every Friday between noon and 3 p.m. Eastern is Mad Art with Steph. If you're not already a member of our Discord, I'd highly suggest joining and chilling with us. There's a boatload of wonderful support and hilarity and TikToks, all sorts of other things in there. But you can also put in requests for fan art from across the different campaigns throughout the week, and Steph will put it together into a poll that we vote on, and then she'll draw it on that with her amazing skill on Mad Art with Steph. And lastly, on Sundays between 2 and 5 p.m. Eastern, we have Bad Bird Plays Board Games. Vic runs that, and she has a bunch of folks that change every week from across the community, as well as the games. The games change every week. It's a lot of tabletop games, but sometimes we play things like Phantasmaphobia, Among Us. Yep, that was fun. And Jackbox. It's currently actually on hiatus, but we're really hoping to get that squared away soon. That being said, we have a Patreon. If you support us here or you're looking to support us, we like to recommend Patreon because we can give you a little more back, even at that $5 tier, the same cost as Twitch. We can give you some more back, and a little more goes to us, so it's kind of a win-win. But there's a bunch of different tiers here. My favorite is the Drama Club tier because that includes not only the after shows that we have after every stream, but a monthly movie night. So we've moved on to doing double features with it, and it's hilarious and amazing. Yeah. And with that being said, we're gonna go raid our friends, the role players. We haven't buzzed over there for a little bit. Another fantastic channel that has a lot of D&D and some other fun stuff. So thank you again, viewers, players. You've been watching Stormfall, our Friday night D&D campaign. You catch us every Friday night from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern right here on Bad Bird Streams. We'll catch you all soon. Have a great night, everybody. Bye.
Good night.